Part 1 of Start at Zero answers the question every leader needs to face before spending $1 on modernization. Why do these projects keep failing? Not a few of them. The majority of large-scale government IT projects run over budget, behind schedule, or fail to deliver intended benefits. 30 years of research confirms this. And the most revealing disasters aren't caused by bad software or incompetent staff. They happen to capable organizations making reasonable decisions. Organizations that do everything they're told is right and still walk into catastrophe. Let's take what happened in Birmingham, UK. 20 years of SAP success. The thing worked for them. The decision to modernize while skipping phase 0 handed everything to the vendors. 19 million pounds ballooned to 216 million pounds. And the city effectively had to go bankrupt. It wasn't because the software was bad. They implemented Oracle, which is a leading software, great software. But it failed because the structures weren't set up right. So what happened? There was no separation between advisory and implementation. The consulting firm that recommended the product and the project was also positioned to profit from its expansion. So when scope starts growing, no one in the room had the authority, the experience, and the incentive to say, stop, let's reassess, see if this is going to be successful at this rate or not. Meanwhile, Monroe County, New York had the same challenge, but a different structure. They had an SAP product they had used for 20 plus years, and they wanted to see what's in the market. So they spent 18 months in phase 0, did it right, understood business processes, the challenges, looked at all the vendors on the market through an RFP process. They brought in independent advisors that had no vendor ties. And the result is obvious. The project is on schedule, on budget, with an organization that actually understands what it's implementing. Part 1 also goes into why failure is structural and it's not personal. There's a mismatch in the information. Vendors have done this before 1,000 times. Your organization has done it once every 15 years, and things change in 15 years. That asymmetry shapes every interaction. The next reason is the conflicted advisory relationships. The big 4 consulting firms often recommend solutions from vendors with whom they have implementation partnerships. They'll say that they have independent advisory practices that are not related to any implementation practices, but that's not really true. The advice and the revenue stream are all connected. Third reason is the preparation deficit. Organizations routinely skip the work that determines outcomes. The homework, the preparation, the upfront work, the business process analysis. They jump from, we need a new system, to let's pick a vendor, without doing the foundational work in between. And the pattern isn't random. It's structural. And structural problems require structural solutions. The next reason is technical debt. We've heard this term before. Every month of delay on legacy systems accumulates more technical debt. Customizations that are built on deprecated interfaces, workarounds that have become load-bearing walls, spreadsheets upon spreadsheets, workarounds to workarounds. And then there's the knowledge drain. The people who understand your legacy systems are retiring, or they're gone. That institutional knowledge can't be reconstructed from documentation because much of it was never documented. And then there's the cost of waiting. Organizations that delay modernization don't avoid risk. They accumulate it. The question isn't whether to modernize, but whether to do it on your terms or on emergency terms when things break. Legacy systems don't fail gracefully. They fail suddenly at the worst possible moment when you have the least capacity to respond. So part 1 isn't designed to scare you. It's designed to help you see the game board clearly so you can play it differently. In the next couple of videos, we'll get into the solutions, the structures, the frameworks, the preparation that separates Birmingham from Monroe County and countless other counties that have done it right. Understanding why projects fail is the first step towards ensuring that yours doesn't.